Hi, this is Programa and welcome back to my channel. Today, I would just like to share with you some of the essays I've written because I was planning to publish a book before na hindi natuloy. Natatawa ko kasi hindi siya natuloy. And I'm sharing it with you. I was very inspired by books of Robert Fulghum, Boss Sanchez, wherein they write short reflections or short essays on certain topics. I just started to write. I finished some since I have now you listening to my YouTube channel. I wanted to share with you some of the things I've written, and I would just read it and hopefully you will enjoy. Para tong audio book na YouTube. I was also inspired by this author who shared the summary of his book on his YouTube channel, and I felt, might as well do that also since I was not able to publish it, and might as well read it to you and hopefully you will enjoy it. So let me start with the first one. The title is Being Nice. I remember being in Melbourne, Australia, and I was having a tour by myself when I had this pleasant encounter with an Aussie. When I am alone in my travels, it has been my practice to ask strangers to take pictures of myself in front of a famous landmark. In my experience, 99% of the time, locals will be so kind to stop and take my pictures. Some of them even bend or assume certain positions to give it a certain angle. I will never forget this incident in Melbourne, in front of the Princess Theatre where Les Miserables was playing at that time. I stopped a local lady who gladly took my picture. I expressed my gratitude by saying that it was nice of her to do this for me. What made me smile was her reply. She said, "I guess all people are nice if you let them." Too often we forget that we came from a good God, that we are all inherently good. Diba? That's one of the stories that stuck to me. That was way back in 1998 when I visited Australia, and it rings true. Do not hesitate to ask strangers to be nice to you. Do not hesitate to ask for help also from strangers if you are in a strange land. There might be some rejections. Some people were not too willing to stop and take my picture. They were all busy going somewhere. So I really appreciated this particular lady who stopped and took pictures to me. And shout out to this lady and to all the strangers who have taken my pictures when I was abroad. And I think you can do that also when you go abroad. Again, never hesitate. Never hesitate to ask for help, especially when you are in a strange country or a strange place. In connection with being nice, I would like to share the second essay that I've written entitled Travel Bug. Who would not want to travel? Be it someplace in your own city or somewhere in the world, the idea of being in a new place which is unfamiliar and exciting gives the traveler a different perspective by which he views life. Some travelers even attest that traveling in another country makes you appreciate your own. I have traveled around the world at age 27. I love to say around the world because I've been to Europe, North America, Asia, and Australia. I have this world map on my wall, and whenever I've traveled to a particular city, I will put a round pin there symbolizing that I've been there. When I look at that map, it's as if I've traveled around the world. I've got a similar map of the Philippines, and I saw how beautiful our country is from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Every traveler knows that once you experience the thrill of being in a new place, it will always haunt you in a good way. It pushes you to travel more. It is very addictive, to say the least. It is often said that traveling is very educational. It is. Nothing beats experiencing the culture of a new place. Most travelers will tell you that you will not regret spending your money in traveling. So any opportunity I get, I save to travel. Can you imagine all the new places waiting for you? It is no wonder that most people, when asked what they want to do with their life, if there are no limitations to speak of, always express the desire to see the world. For those of us who have traveled, we are such blessed. For those of you who have not been hit by the travel bug, the time is now to explore the beautiful places around us. I love traveling, and that's the reason why I am named Pilgremo, from the word pilgrim, which means one who goes to sacred places, to have a pilgrimage, and to travel and to see new places. And this is the one that we miss now because it's the pandemic. Yes, you can travel provided that you follow the health protocols. There are many hesitations on our part, probably because we still are in a pandemic. Of course, the reality that there are many variants now of the virus. And as much as possible when you're traveling now, please be safe and make sure that you follow the health protocols of each country or place that you visit. Enjoy ba kayo? Sana nag-enjoy kayo, ha? Kasi this is my way to actually share what I've written that was not published. And I hope one day that I get to publish these things and the things that I probably shared with you in my YouTube channel. Next one, this is an essay entitled Imagine. I just heard about this book that has been turned into a film entitled Into the Wild. It's a true story of a young man who decided to venture to different places in America after his college graduation. He wanted to be one with nature, one with the wild. So even if his parents gave him a car and seemed to encourage him to find a good job, he surprised them with his decision to backpack to the wild. The striking thing about this story is the fact that most of us would always want adventure in our lives. But because we get caught up by expectations set forth in this world, we fall into the routine of working, paying the bills, working again, eating, sleeping, working, paying the bills, and again, and so on and so forth. You get the picture. In the process, we forget certain dreams, certain adventures. The thing that came to my mind after knowing about this story is that some of us do what others expect us to do, rather than what we really want to do. Most of us studied for a minimum of 14 years. After those years spent in school, we were expected to get a job or build a business. After having a job, most of us are expected to get married, have children, and even grandchildren. It's like one expectation after another. When a person follows a different route, he or she is seen as being different. In the midst of these expectations, we lose our sight to the life we truly imagine. If you were asked if the life you are living right now is the life you have imagined, would your answer be a resounding yes? With bills to pay, probably not. How then can you reclaim your heart's truest desires? Do it before it's too late. I had a conversation with someone saying that he's happy with his job. This is the life that he has imagined. So I said, you are so blessed. But some of us feel trapped in our work and would want to do something else. Or probably some of us have enjoyed our work for a specific period and now we are raring to do something different. And that's the thing about living the life we imagine. We have to always be in pursuit of that. Until now, I feel this is very true to a lot of people. If you have something that you want to pursue it now before it's too late. And as they say, we regret things that we have not done rather than the things we have done. The next one is RTW Smile, or Ready to Wear a Smile. Pictures. Almost all of us Pinoys love to take pictures, especially pictures of ourselves. We always want that solo shot. We also want the group shots, but having a solo shot is sometimes irresistible. And when we do our solo shots, we are conscious of how we look like. Is it being narcissistic? Or is it something that is just natural? Who does not want to look good? Who does not want to fix himself in front of a mirror? However simple a person is, he will always try to check if there's something on his face. There's nothing bad about it. You're simply being presentable. And you're doing others a favor because you add to the beauty of the environment. Have you also noticed that we already have our RTW smile, as in ready to wear smile when our pictures are taken? It is the same smile you'll see on your different photographs. Remember the hours you've spent in the mirror or the times you studied your past pictures before arriving at your official RTW smile. Like this. An average person probably has 2 or 3 RTW smiles. Then we have this funny habit that every time pictures are shown to us, even if it includes other people, our eyes immediately focus on our faces. We want to know how we registered, how we executed that RTW smile. Whatever psychological explanation there is behind these actions, does it really matter? It can be as simple as immortalizing how you look like. As the advertisement says, we want to capture the moments and we want to look good in the process. There's this question that is being asked. If your house is on fire, what will you save first? Your money or your albums that contain your pictures? They say that you can always earn back the money but never get back the pictures. So probably the wise thing to do is to save the pictures because you are saving a lifetime of memories. Pictures are captured moments. Aside from immortalizing the faces of our faces, it is the memories that we hold dear, the stories behind every picture. Our memories are reliable. Some even romanticize that they are kept in the heart. But we are a visual people. We want pictures to look at, to help us remember not just how we looked on that day, but how we felt. That is the magic of pictures. It's an attempt to bring you back to that time when that picture was taken. Thank God for this invention. I remember when my niece was so young, like I think she was in grade school, and every time her picture was taken, we will look at the picture and we will laugh because like she doesn't know how to smile. And I was telling her, you will find your smile one day. And now when her pictures are taken, you can see how she found her smile. It is a smile that best represented what she feels every time a picture is taken. That's the reason why some people have this RTW smile already. We know what to do when a picture is taken. Pag nagbilang na, 1, 2, 3, smile. 1, 2, 3, smile. 1, 2, 3, smile. O iba naman, di tumatawa, ganyan lang. But at any rate, find your smile. And one thing about this essay, I wrote it, I think, before the smartphones. And that's the reason why the question about when your house is on fire, what will you save, money or pictures? Now, it doesn't matter anymore because even if your house is on fire, as long as your pictures are on a social media account, sa cloud or sa drive, your pictures are safe. One thing that I have not done for a long time is to print my pictures because all my pictures are on Facebook or are saved on a drive, and that makes me feel confident that the pictures will always be there. I hope that our pictures are safe also in our social media accounts or in our Google Drive so that we will always have these memories. Next essay that I want to share is my dream list for the Philippines. I dream for an economically rich Philippines, where people have the means to live the life destined for them by God, one of abundance and of joy. Is it possible? I'm a big fan of Boss Sancho's books, and I would not forget his thoughts on making our country great. I read from one of his books that every Filipino can improve this country by improving oneself. I clearly remember this article where he wrote that we should stop blaming the government, corrupt politicians, and others for the poverty that is right in the Philippines. Rather, he encourages his readers to do something to make our country spiritually, environmentally, and financially rich. There was a time when I teamed up with my friends from our parish and we came up with a shirt that says, "I fight poverty by working." I dream that there will be more rich Filipinos who will help others become rich themselves. I believe that God does not want us to be miserable and live in poverty. I dream of us being proud Filipinos taking pride in our beloved country. No put down jokes on our country or our people. Taking pride in our uniqueness as Filipinos, our culture, our language. There was an observation made regarding the irony of Filipinos being very clean with their bodies and with their homes, and Filipinos making their streets dirty. Why do some of us treat our streets as public trash cans? Then we complain about not having a clean city like Singapore. Every person takes pride in their home. We clean it up because that is our sanctuary. Why can we not do it in our country as a whole? I dream that I can see these dreams materialize in my lifetime. How about you? What's your dream for our country? If you remember what I mentioned before in the essay travel blog, I told you that when you go to other countries, you get to appreciate your own. But at the same time, when you go to other countries, you get to hope that our country will also be the same in many ways for this country that you visited. One of the things that I do right now is to really make sure that I do not throw trash on the streets. Kasi marami ka talagang makikitang tao na nagtatapon lang basta-basta sa kalye. Yung balat, yung plastic, hindi man lang sila naghahanap ng mga trash can. I hope kayong mga nanonood dito ay hindi ganon. And we should help our country become clean because every time we complain that our country is dirty, we are part of the problem. I make sure that I throw my trash in the trash cans. And if I've not found one while I'm walking or while I'm outside, then I just keep it in my pocket until I find one. And second, I try to minimize my waste also. One thing that I clearly do is to really bring a mesh bag every time I go to the grocery so that I do not need to ask for the plastic bags. In that way, I get to minimize the ways that I'm contributing to the world. We are now big about our environment and I hope that you are doing the same. And this is one thing that I want to share also, my dream for the Philippines. I still hope that I can see it in my lifetime. I think there are opportunities now to make sure that we live a life that is rich. And for those people that who are well off, may they be able to share also whatever they can. That's the reason why I'm a big fan of Boss Sanchez, because he preaches about wealth in a way wherein God is there, wherein you are an enlightened millionaire, that you don't keep your money but you share it to the world, or you help others enrich themselves also. Those are just some of the essays I've written. That was my medium of expression before. I still hope that I can publish an inspirational book. And with this YouTube channel now, I feel that I am sharing my thoughts to you, and it might not be in the book form, but I hope that I am putting value in your life. And if I am putting value in your life by the thoughts that I'm sharing with you, kindly like this vlog and keep on sharing my channel to others so that we can together keep on discovering something nice sa buhay, something nice sa Pinas. Like and subscribe, Programo channel, and click the notification bell. God bless you.